Welcome to another deep dive. This is the deep dive, and as always, we are taking your suggestions for fascinating source material. And we are going to pull out the key insights so you don't have to.
Exactly. We're doing the heavy lifting for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you can, be informed and sound really smart without having to do the reading yourself.
Well, I mean, hopefully you'll still read the book.
Yeah.
But we'll give you like a little sneak peek.
We'll whet your appetite, and this time it's all about elementary school classrooms, which is a really rich area.
It is, yeah.
Filled with dedicated professionals doing amazing work. And we have a great book here, Best Practices for Elementary Classrooms, What Award-Winning Teachers Do.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Award-winning.
Yeah. Edited by Randy Stone.
Excellent.
And what we have here is a collection of just a smorgasbord of really successful strategies from teachers across the United States.
Wow. And I think what's so great about this book is that it's not just like theory or like, someone's ideas about what should happen. These are things that teachers are actually doing in the classroom.
Right.
Proven methods, tried and true.
Award-winning teachers.
Exactly.
So we're going to dig in.
All right, let's do it.
And see if we can extract some golden nuggets.
Love it. Golden nuggets for our listeners.
Absolutely. So starting with something really fundamental that I think every teacher struggles with, regardless of age or grade level, classroom management.
Classroom management. Woof. It can be really tough.
Yeah. And so much of it is not something you really learn in a textbook or even in a teacher training program.
It's a lot of that like on-the-job training.
Yeah.
Figuring it out as you go.
Right. So before you can even begin teaching, you've got to establish this kind of community, this respectful, safe community.
Right. If you don't have that, forget about it. You're not going to be able to teach anything.
Exactly. And this book really breaks it down into a few key elements. One is forming those bonds, making observations, setting up the guidelines, and being consistent.
Consistency is key. I mean, I'm thinking even beyond the classroom, like think about parenting or coaching or any sort of mentoring. If you're not consistent with your expectations and your boundaries, then chaos.
Exactly. And these are the things that I think everyone knows, theoretically, but how to actually do it in the classroom.
That's the tough part.
That's the tricky part. But this book has some really good practical examples. So there's Tony Nichols, a kindergarten teacher in Richwood, West Virginia.
Oh, West Virginia. I've always wanted to go there.
Oh, it's lovely. And he really utilizes this circus theme.
A circus theme in the classroom. That sounds amazing. I wish I had a circus theme in my classroom when I was a kid.
It really does. It sounds like a lot of fun. Now, you might think a circus theme is just kind of decorating, having some fun with the kids. But he really incorporates this theme into his entire day.
Oh.
So it guides routines, it enhances the academics, and it really encourages good behavior.
Oh, I like that. So it's not just fluff. It actually has a purpose.
Exactly. So let me give you a few examples. For taking lunch count, how he has to count how many kids are having hot lunch or cold lunch. They used popcorn containers.
Oh, that's cute.
Labeled hot, old, or cold.
Oh, so smart.
And each kid had a little paper popcorn kernel
Okay.
that they would then put in the appropriate container.
Oh my gosh. I love that. So visual. I mean, little kids love that kind of stuff.
Right. And they, then they can count them up.
Yeah, they can see it. They can touch it. They're part of it.
Yeah. And so it's a really fun way to do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of mundane task.
Right. It doesn't have to be boring.
Right. And then the circus star's job chart.
Circus stars. I love it.
Yeah. So he has these big, bright, fluorescent paper stars.
Yeah.
And each star represents a different classroom job. So line leader, morning message helper, calendar helper, cleanup monitor, lunch with the teacher. All these great jobs.
Fun.
And then each kid created their own circus animal.
Oh, that's adorable.
Right.
I can just picture it now. Little clowns and elephants and lions.
Yeah. And then they use that to indicate who has that job that day.
Oh, smart. That's such a good idea. I'm taking notes here.
It's really engaging, it's personalized, and the kids were really invested in making sure that chart was updated.
That's so important. When kids feel ownership, they're more likely to buy in, right?
Absolutely. And then for behavior, he had this great have a circus day system.
Okay.
So each kid starts the day with this laminated clown face with a big smile.
Cute.
And if they misbehave, the smile gets erased, and it turns into a straight face as a warning.
Oh, okay.
And then a second misbehavior, it turns into a frown. But if their clown was still smiling at the end of the day, they got this paper smile.
Yeah.
And then they would label it with their important personal information, name, address, birthday.
Wow. That's a great way to reinforce that stuff without it feeling like a drill.
Exactly. And then their lunch number.
Oh, very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those kinds of things just naturally incorporate.
I love it.
Now, transitions.
Transitions.
This can be such a time suck.
Absolutely. You can lose so much valuable instruction time just wrangling kids from one activity to the next.
Yeah. And so Ginger Mendenhall in Oklahoma, she had this very simple idea that she would say, dancing bear or singing bunny.
Yeah.
And that was the way to get the kids to refocus.
I love that. It's like a little signal, a little game.
Yeah. Cheap, effective.
And fun.
And then this one I thought was so cool. There was a teacher who actually used sign language to communicate with her students without disrupting the lesson.
Really? That's amazing. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah. So let's say you're in the middle of a story and a student needs to use the restroom. They just make the sign for restroom. The teacher nods.
And no one's the wiser.
Right. And the class just continues.
Wow. It's brilliant. It keeps everything flowing smoothly.
And so the book had some other suggestions for that.
Yeah.
Maybe reminding a student to sit down or offering congratulations.
Yeah, quietly and effectively. I like it.
Now, in the helpful tips section, what it really emphasized was that each class has its own unique personality.
Oh, absolutely. Every group of kids is different.
Yeah. And so you really have to take the time to form those bonds, observe, set up the guidelines.
With the students, not just at them.
Yes, exactly. And then be consistent.
Consistency is key.
Yeah. And that sets you up for a really productive year.
It makes such a difference. When those foundations are strong, the learning can just take off.
Right. Okay, so let's move on to teaching strategies, because this book has a whole bunch of different approaches.
Yeah. So many great ideas.
And one that really stood out to me was Charla Stever. She's in 3rd grade in South Dakota,
Okay.
and she has this idea of PEP books, personal education plan books.
Interesting.
And she was inspired by IEPs, individualized education programs.
Oh, okay. Yeah. For special education.
Right. But she does these for general ed students.
Wow. That's really interesting. So it's like recognizing that all kids have individual learning needs, even if they don't have an IEP.
Exactly.
I love that.
But she's really, keeping track of their progress
Yeah.
and what they need.
That's fantastic. It's so important to meet kids where they are.
Yeah. Then we have Brandy Bailey in Mississippi. She utilizes readers and writers workshops and learning centers in her 4th grade language arts class.
Oh, workshops and centers. I love those. They can be so effective.
Yeah. And she really stresses that she has an inclusive environment,
Yes.
but she still has high standards for all abilities.
That's a great balance. Challenging kids, but also making sure everyone feels supported.
Right. And I like the mix of collaborative and independent work.
Yeah. It's catering to all those different learning preferences.
Absolutely. Okay, this next one I thought was just brilliant for organization. It's the morning meeting.
Morning meeting. What is that?
Okay, so it incorporates all sorts of things. Weather, calendar, math, even language arts.
Wow. All in one meeting.
Yeah, so it's this way to start the day and build community, but also reinforce all these key concepts.
That's really efficient.
Yeah, so typically they have the younger kids in the front of these semicircular lines,
Okay.
and they might do counting activities. They analyze the temperature. They ask questions about the calendar, like what day of the week is it, comprehension questions.
Right.
And even things like reviewing capitalization rules. They have to look at the date and see how it's capitalized.
That's a sneaky way to get a little grammar in there. I like it.
And then what they do is they talk about the lunch menu,
Oh, fun.
and they talk about food groups.
Oh, wow. So they're connecting it to health and nutrition.
Yeah. So it's all these things just woven together.
It's amazing how much you can pack into a short amount of time when it's well structured.
Right.
This is
Yeah.
like a little mini lesson and everything.
Yeah. And the kids love it. Okay. The mix and match board.
Okay.
This was so creative. So it's designed to reach auditory, visual, tactile, and kinesthetic learners.
Okay. So it's differentiated instruction.
Exactly. And what they do is the students get to choose activities based on, their strengths.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
also work on areas where they might be struggling.
So they're building skills in all areas.
Yeah, they might complete a pattern, like a bingo, or the teacher might assign certain combinations.
So there's flexibility.
Yeah. And the example given was read a book about animals.
Oh, okay.
And then they could, make a list of the animals in the book. They could research facts. They could create their own picture book about animals.
I love it.
They could play a concentration game,
Oh, it's fun.
with animal pictures.
Yeah. It's making learning so much more engaging.
Yeah. So it's really catering to those individual learning styles.
It's so important because not all kids learn the same way.
Okay. So one teacher developed these really comprehensive binders.
Binders, what kind of binders?
They're filled with resources that are ready to implement for any new student
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
who might have certain learning challenges.
Okay, so it's like being prepared, anticipating those needs.
Yeah. So like if a student comes in and maybe they're an ELL student,
English language learner.
she has this binder and she's got all these materials ready to go.
That's brilliant.
And what she reported was that on average, these kids gained 8 months in learning in just the first 2 months
Wow. That's amazing.
after starting this program.
Talk about making a difference.
Yeah. So just being prepared and having those resources.
Right there, ready to go.
Right. She also used student schedules with stickers for them to track their progress.
Oh, I love that. Visual and motivating.
Right.
Kids love stickers.
Yeah.
It's a great way to celebrate their accomplishments.
Okay, so leveling.
Leveling.
Small groups versus mixed ability.
Right.
It's a big debate.
It is. There are pros and cons to both.
Right. And what this teacher did was she would use leveled groups for grading
Okay.
and for, maybe more formal projects.
Okay.
But then she would use mixed ability groups for introductions to new topics
Oh, interesting.
and for peer reading activities.
So they get a taste of both.
Yeah. And she even, when they were working in groups, she would have them use different colored markers
Oh, smart.
to track, who's contributing what
Yeah. That's a great way to see who's actively engaged.
and make sure everyone is participating.
Absolutely.
And a lot of partner reading
I love partner reading.
and then teacher conferences.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that one-on-one time is so valuable.
Okay, off-task behavior in learning centers.
Oh, yeah. That's always a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how do you deal with those kids who just are not on task?
You have to be creative, right?
Yeah. And so the suggestion was having alternative worksheet activities and even just having the kid walk at recess.
Oh, interesting. Get a move in.
Yeah, get their, energy out.
Release some of that energy.
Right, and just that reflection time.
Sometimes a little break is all it takes.
Yeah. And really trying to understand where that behavior is coming from.
Right. It's about getting to the root of the issue.
Yeah. And that each kid has, their own story, their own background.
Yeah. And what works for one kid might not work for another.
Okay, so story cubes.
Right.
Instead of, just the standard worksheets for reviewing stories,
Right.
she had these cubes. And each side of the cube featured a different task or assignment.
Oh, so you roll the cube and it tells you what to do. That's fun.
Yeah. So you might have, create a timeline chain
Okay.
of events.
Yeah.
Or design a T-shirt for a key character.
Okay.
Or make a comic strip retelling a scene.
That's cool.
Draw a Venn diagram comparing the main character to themselves.
Oh, interesting.
Create a dictionary of new vocabulary words from the story.
Okay.
Conduct a class survey about the story, and then make a graph to represent the results.
Wow. That's a lot of different options.
Yeah.
It really taps into multiple intelligences.
Right.
So
Yeah.
every kid can find something they enjoy.
And so it makes the review process more interactive.
Right. It's not just rote memorization. It's about deeper understanding.
Okay, let's talk about technology.
All right. The world of tech in the classroom.
Oh, yeah. Because these award-winning teachers are using technology in some really interesting ways.
Oh, I'm sure they are. Kids today are digital natives.
Absolutely. So we have Helen Melvin. She's a retired second-grade teacher from Maine,
Okay.
and she gives some great tips on just how to acquire technology.
Oh, that's so important because schools don't always have the budget for all the latest gadgets.
Exactly. And then how to make learning more exciting and relevant for students.
Right. Because technology can be a powerful tool for engagement.
Yeah. So she talks about creating simple slideshows for families,
Mm.
actively participating in worldwide social studies projects,
Like what?
like the Flat Stanley Project,
Oh, yeah.
which has a website, by the way.
I remember that. Flat Stanley. You send a paper doll all around the world.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And applying for grant money.
Yes. Grants can be a lifesaver for teachers.
So what's the benefit?
Well, the benefit is, for one, technology can be really compatible with different learning styles.
Absolutely.
Visual learners, auditory learners, kinesthetic learners, you can find something for everyone.
Yeah.
And then immediate access to online resources.
Right.
I mean, the internet is a vast ocean of information.
It is.
So, as long as you're teaching kids how to use it safely and effectively, it can be amazing.
And it makes collecting and graphing data so much simpler.
Yeah. No more hand-drawn bar graphs.
right?
Technology can do it all for you.
And global comparisons,
Oh, that's a good one.
looking at different countries and cultures.
Yeah.
And it has been shown to actually improve student attitudes and achievement.
It's true. When kids are engaged and interested, they learn better.
Yeah. And then this one I thought was interesting. It said that making errors on a computer feels less intimidating
Oh, yeah, for sure.
than, writing something down.
There's that delete button.
Yeah.
No one has to see your mistakes.
Right. So it's like less pressure.
Exactly.
Okay. The Flat Stanley Project.
Okay, so tell me more about how this teacher used Flat Stanley in her classroom.
Yeah. So it's really about geography and cultural learning.
Right.
So they would mail out the Flat Stanley cutouts.
Okay.
And when they came back with stories and pictures.
Oh, that's so cute. It's like Flat Stanley as a little traveler.
Yeah. And they even hosted visiting Flat Stanleys from other locations.
I love that.
And this was just something she did in her second grade class. She said it could easily be a school-wide activity.
Oh, for sure. The whole school could get involved.
Yeah. Now, for communicating with parents, web hosting sites.
Oh, websites. That's smart.
So, posting homework assignments,
Yeah.
upcoming events,
Yeah.
links to helpful resources,
So parents can stay in the loop
and also creating photo slideshows.
of the kids in action. I love it.
Yeah. So they did this for parent-teacher conferences
Oh, that's a great idea.
and just sending them home.
So parents can see what their kids are learning.
Yeah.
That's so important for building that homeschool connection.
Okay, grant writing.
Yes. Grants.
So important.
It's how teachers get the resources they need, right?
Yeah. And this teacher really stressed that it's not that hard.
It can be intimidating, though.
Yeah. But she says, seek help from the administration. Collaborate with colleagues.
Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely. So she was able to acquire through grants, computers, printers, scanners, digital cameras,
Wow. That's a lot.
microscopes, educational software, a large screen TV, VCR,
VCR.
CD-DVD player,
Bringing back the classics.
and even an electronic Jeopardy game.
Wow. That's amazing.
So it can be done.
It can be done.
No, video cameras.
Video cameras in the classroom.
Yeah. So they did this really cool project in third grade
Okay.
where the students summarize stories
Okay.
by creating their own video production.
Oh, wow. That's ambitious.
Yeah, so they had to write the script,
Okay.
film it,
Yeah.
edit it.
That's a whole production.
It was an collaborative effort,
Yeah.
different teachers working together.
Yeah. Takes a village to raise a video production.
No, web quests.
Web quests. Those are fun.
So these are online inquiry-based activities.
Yeah.
And so the example was this fourth grade class. They used a web quest to enhance their understanding of Sarah, Plain and Tall.
Oh, okay.
And they actually got to explore, the Maine coastline and the prairie,
That's cool.
which are the settings of the book.
Yeah.
So it really brought it to life.
Absolutely.
And then they had WGES TV News, which was a fourth grade project.
Like a school news program.
Yeah. And they did this to teach presentation skills.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So students would lead the pledge.
Okay.
They would read announcements.
Yeah.
They would practice scripts.
Yeah.
And learn about editing and revising.
It's like real world experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the message across the board in the technology section was, be a risk taker.
Yes.
Be a lifelong learner
You have to keep learning
when it comes to technology.
because it's always changing.
Right. And really reinforce the legal and ethical issues
Yeah.
with the kids.
That's so important.
Yeah. So proper citation.
Right.
The website citing web resources was listed.
Yeah.
File security.
Yeah.
Acceptable use policy.
Definitely.
Sharing internet safety resources with parents.
It's a team effort.
Yeah.
Keeping kids safe online.
Okay, for assessment.
Okay.
They stressed using rubrics
Rubrics.
and Rubistar, the website.
Oh, yeah. Rubistar. That's a great resource.
Yeah. And evaluating website reliability.
Right.
Kathy Schrock's The ABCs of Website Evaluation.
Another great resource. I mean, there's so much information out there.
There is.
You have to be able to tell what's credible and what's not.
Right. Okay, we have Michael Flynn, who is in second grade,
Okay.
and he does this bi-monthly student-run television show.
What? That's incredible. A TV show made by second graders.
Yeah. And they air it throughout the school.
Wow.
They do special family screenings.
That's so cool.
They use a shared writing technique for creating the scripts. So the teacher writes down exactly what the students dictate on sentence strips.
Oh, that's a great strategy for young writers.
Yeah. And then that makes it easier for them to add dialogue later on.
Smart.
So really maintaining that student ownership, but also guiding them to create quality work.
That's a tough balance, but it sounds like he's doing it really well.
Yeah. And then some helpful tips for video production.
Oh, yeah. Tips.
Start with slideshows.
Okay.
Expect the unexpected.
That's good advice for life in general,
It is.
especially with technology.
Keep it simple and short.
Yeah.
Shoot in editing order.
Oh, that's a good tip.
And then, maybe consider equipment upgrades over time.
Right.
Okay, specific subjects. Let's dig in.
All right, let's do it. Subject by subject.
Science.
Science, the best subject.
Okay, so Corinne Hutzel, first grade,
Mm.
she uses, get this, the 3 little pigs.
The 3 little pigs.
Yep.
To teach science. That's amazing.
Yeah. To teach about air currents.
Wow.
So they talk about, why could the wolf blow down some of the houses, but not the brick one?
Right.
And then they look at different building materials,
Okay.
and then they actually do a scientific inquiry
Oh, wow.
using straw, sticks, and brick,
real materials.
and then a ping pong ball.
Okay.
And they have taped shapes on the floor to control the air movement.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
So they can see how the air currents affect the ball.
Yeah. So I just love that she takes this, classic story and uses it for science.
It's so creative. And it makes learning fun.
Marianne Syke, second grade,
Okay.
bird feeder project.
Bird feeders. I love birds.
They built a bird feeder and they watched the wildlife. They learned about the food chain,
Okay.
and then they had their own wildlife notebooks where they could record their observations.
Oh, cool. So they're becoming little scientists.
Yeah.
I mean, what better way to learn about nature than to observe it firsthand?
Okay, so this is a really cool model for zoo field trips.
Zoo field trips.
Yeah.
The best kind of field trips.
So before they go to the zoo, they have the kids become experts on different animals.
Oh, interesting. I like that.
Yeah. So they research, they come up with fun facts.
Mm-hmm.
They even design interactive activities that they share with other people at the zoo.
Oh, cool.
So it's not just like, oh, there's a lion,
right.
They actually have things to share.
They become the teachers.
Yeah.
I love it.
And the really cool thing was that it wasn't just their classmates that they were sharing this information with.
Oh, really?
They said that even, people just visiting the zoo would stop by and ask questions and be engaged with the kids.
That's awesome. It creates a real audience for their learning.
Yeah. So it really made that field trip experience much more meaningful.
Absolutely.
Okay. One field study was focused on water quality.
Water quality.
Yeah.
Very important.
They actually used probeware,
Okay.
handheld computers.
Wow. High tech.
Yeah. So to collect and analyze data.
Oh, wow.
But before they went out into the field,
Right?
they practiced using sensors
Okay.
to measure temperature, pH, and dissolved oxygen levels
Okay.
in the classroom.
So they were prepared.
Right. They also learned how to identify macroinvertebrates.
Macroinvertebrates, those
Yeah.
little critters that live in the water,
Yep.
they can tell you a lot about the health of a stream or a pond.
As indicators of water quality.
Right.
They used a dichotomous key and a document camera.
Okay.
And then when they went out to the field, they used iPods
Oh, wow. iPods for science.
with voice recorders and digital cameras to document their findings.
That's so cool.
And they called this the